If there's not one thing I learned from this show, is this: goblins or shut the hell up. That's all it is for Goblin Slayer. Nothing else matters. No demon lords, no alligators, no ogres, no orcs, no holy legends, nothing. No catastrophe, no war. All that matters is goblins. Even when you're being summoned to the main capital of your empire, meeting the Sword Saint, and she blesses you. You even have a song about you, but you don't care about none of that. All you care about is goblins. That's all you care about. It's freaking goblins. And I gotta admit, I appreciate the dedication of wanting to kill every goblin. It's a lot more focused than Guts does in Berserk. I can guarantee you that. But nonetheless, this episode we learned about the goblins and how more of their nature in a way. We learned that goblins are creatures. They're like pilgrimages. They don't build. They don't create. They only take. That is it. That's all they do. For instance, they go find a place that's probably abandoned, or they'll find a place with few people in it, but it seems nice and secure. They'll go in and they'll take it for themselves and scavenge everything else. They'll spread out nearby places, make routes, and bring back stuff. That is it. So the fact that goblins are probably from the Green Moon could be possible, since that they literally don't do anything for themselves. They are lazy, terrible creatures. They only take. They have no other purpose besides that. They do not contribute at all to the ecosystem, which is very strange. Well, they could adapt themselves to the ecosystem, but probably not. See how things are going. They're very stupid creatures, but they're not that stupid to the point that they can't catch on, only to a certain extent. They're like machines when they're trying to be human. They get the concept, but they don't have the heart, the emotion to do the concept, to complete it. So most of the times they'll keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's exactly what goblins do. They did say it's possible for a shaman goblin to adapt these things, because you did see in this episode they were riding a boat. And despite the fact that there was no alligator in it, Goblin Slayer said himself, there's no way for him to multiply like that with an alligator in sewers. Speaking of alligator, I love how the part where everyone's shocked by the alligator, but Goblin Slayer's like, that's not a goblin. Like he don't even care that it's an alligator there. Like, it's just an alligator. It's not a goblin. I don't care whatsoever. Like, damn, man. Not even that white. Like, this wasn't it looked almost like an albino alligator. If it had red eyes, I mean, albino alligator. But it was just a plain white alligator. Very rare. And them using the alligator as a tool of a weapon to get rid of the rest of the goblins in the sewer was very smart on their end. Using it as bait. So, if you want to set a good trap, you gotta make some good bait. So it became an anglerfish, you could say. A nice anglerfish that's way bigger and shit. Now, I take that back. I would deal with the alligator than anglerfish. Anglerfish are freaking terrifying. But the fact is that they didn't know about the alligator. They just moved in. But yet there are so many goblins there. Despite that fact, there's no way their numbers could increase that fast. And they're kidnapping only few women. So there's no way they could have impregnate that many kidnapped people. So it is to our understanding that someone is artificially making goblins. So I've seen this stuff in Overlord where you can artificially make goblins. So it is a possibility that goblins really aren't made by any form of god. They really came from the moon, or they're created by some form of greed and selfishness. In some way, shape, or form, that's how these goblins were created. And of course, we did hear a little bit about the stories of the great heroes that destroyed the Demon Lord. Him wearing a skeleton. Well, actually he was a skeleton, but no one cared about that. I didn't even care about it, to tell you the truth. I felt like I was watching a different show, and I didn't really care much for it, It was simply, but I don't really care about that. Let's get back to slaying goblins, because everyone else is doing that, but no one is really slaying goblins like Goblin Slayer is. So that's all I care about in the way, since So in this episode, we just learned more about how you gotta learn also how to improvise as well. Goblin Slayer couldn't use water, fire, or poison to kill the goblins, so he was really trying to find more creative ways to kill these things, like bringing some type of powder, smoke, whatever it was that will sting the eyes to distract them, or using animals themselves to eat the rest of them out. Using the environment around you, anything that you can get your hands on to destroy your enemy, it's a very creative way. Because you can't keep doing things the same way because you become very predictable, repetitive, and therefore, if goblins can slowly adapt, they'll probably figure out your movements, the things you do in a way, especially for an adventurer, because that's why when you're an adventurer, it's hard to keep the same class. In reality, if your enemies really can adapt to what you do, and say you're just a sword class, that's pretty bad. So you're good at a sword, but sooner or later a goblin will adapt to you how well you are with a sword, and where weaknesses to just having a sword in battle, and they'll use that to their advantage. So therefore, you're stuck. All you know how to do is use a sword. You don't know how to use a bow or an arrow or a spear or an axe. You just know how to use that freaking sword. So you're screwed in a way, you know? That's why you gotta change things up a bit, you know? You gotta add some potions and some scrolls and shit like that, man. Have some other gadgets on you, just in case you need to get yourself out of a tight situation, because that can be very dangerous. Now I'm thinking about it. So right now, Goblin Slayer is building up to a plot, is doing it nice and slowly, a nice steady pace. We are pretty much in a way halfway into Goblin Slayer right now, and I do appreciate how it's picking up, and it's not picking up too fast, nor is it picking up too slow. I believe it's going at a nice steady pace for what it is. I've only read the manga, so I haven't really read the light novels, so I can't fully compare how well it's doing. But to me, it feels like it's going at a nice steady pace. It's not rushing anything. We're slowly learning about the goblins, as well as slowly watching Goblin Slayer and his party grow as a team. And that's all I can really ask for, really, in this show. Despite that fact, I'm really proud of Studio White Fox once again doing an excellent job on this show. And I won't think any other studio would do a better job at it, especially with some of the graphic scenes that are into it. And I don't think Studio Bones will do anything like that. Madhouse, probably, but definitely not Studio period. Hell no. Anyway, that's like that for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed Goblin Slayer. If you enjoyed this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and of course hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload. This has been Madcrownxox, signing out. Have a good one.